Yeah.
Okay, so for 3/4 to 1 inch ribbon, cut your pieces 22 inches long. You're going to want 4 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4. And you're going to put them all together like this and fold them in half. Down here is our folded edge. We're going to want to finger crease that. Nice. With our other edges down here, we're going to trim straight and at an angle that's to make it follow through easily. You'll take one folded edge towards me, folded edge away from me, folded edge over here, and folded edge here. So what we'll do with this first one is we're going to take both sides, go one on top, on bottom, one on top, and then through this folded edge, it's like a basket weave, pulling it through. We're going to do the same with this side, over those 2 loops, taking this side and pulling it through. Then we'll make our square. I'm pulling as close together as we can to make a square right here with little tails on each side. Pull it tautly, finger pressing as we go. Lift your bottom edge up straight to the right. Bring that top layer over, finger press it flat. Bring your top layer down, finger press that flat. And then this side, I'm going to finger press that, but we're going to go through making this the basket weave finish right through the inside there, pulling it through. What this now did is made a nice flat piece that's not going to fall apart. Taking your top right hand corner, we're going to swerve it to the back, come into the edge here to make a triangle, finger press, make a triangle towards you, finger press, and then over, finger pressing all along. This little loop we will weave through our edge there, pulling it out like yay. We're going to go all the way around the circle, go from behind, in front, making your triangles, bringing it forward. There's actually 4 layers of ribbon right there. Kind of lift that, bring it through, securing it into place. Do it on your next side. You're going to do all 4 sides. Now the next one, from behind, going over top, bringing over the front, and in through our little section there, pulling the tab. So now we have the 4 stars. We're going to flip this over and do your top layer. From behind, finger press, triangle that way, and together, finger pressing. Take your end, jiggle it through. With some ribbon is easier to weave through than other ribbon. This ribbon has a little bit of a glitter edge which likes to stick, but that's okay because it's very pretty when it's done. The shine catching your Christmas tree lights is gorgeous. if you have an issue being able to pull it through, I have these handy dandy tweezers that will come inside and grab my bent ribbon. It must have folded. See, I'm pulling it through just like that. Only because my fingers have become so thick. But anyway, on to our next triangle, and then kind of pull back in through that little loop, which once we get that pulled through is going to and if you have a hard time getting it through, you can even take your scissors and go a little more at an angle, just to give you space to thread it through. So we can see that edge pulling it through. Last one, we've done 4 on one side now, and now 4 on this side, giving us all of our points around our star, the flat points. Weaving it through again. Once I get it through a little further, I can kind of come in and grab. Well, that side wants to be trimmed off a little too right there. That makes it easier to thread through the weaving process. See the tail, pulled it through. So now each side looks the same. To get our dimensional sections rather than the flat sections is what we just did. To get the dimensional, you will lift up a side and then add from the center here, kind of coming around, nice curve, no pressed edge, and then bring that through. In this particular situation, my tweezers have become a very good friend of mine, and I'm going to pull it taut so that the point is nice and pretty. Lift that side up, bring this one around, bringing it through. Tweezers to make it nice and pretty, and I can kind of pull because the edges come out of our folded flat triangles. Lift that up, that from the corner, doing a nice curved triangle, not flat but curved, sticking that through. I'm going to actually come inside this to grab my and pull it just a little bit through like that. Last one on this side, and we'll curve it in the center, bringing that, folding it over to where we can bring it underneath that first dimensional loop. I'm going to pull that through a little bit more. Where's my edge at? I want it to be just a little snugger than that. Oh, there it is. So we've got this side done. Now we're going to flip it over to this side, lay everything kind of flat and hanging there. Lift this side up, starting from the corner in the middle, do a loop turn, swirling it around to go through the edge here underneath. I'm going to lift that one out of the way, bring my tweezers into the inside, pulling this out. I pull as far as I can to get that nice point. Not an open point, but a point that is nice and firm. Bring this side in. Sometimes the ribbon that has glitter on it is a little harder to pull through. As you can see, I'm kind of wiggling and jiggling my way to get it just right. If it was an all satin ribbon, it would just pull through easily. You can do all sizes of stars. This one, I believe, is almost a 1-inch star, 1 inch being the ribbon. A size down from it, pulling that out, is like this size, which is like 5/8 of a ribbon. And I did make one that was just adorably cute, that's even smaller than that. I'm going to turn it into an earring and have festive, dangly, Froebel star, I guess is what it's called, earrings. Pulling that last one through nicely. Then I'm going to take my scissors and cut off these extra that I don't want, the extra of the I don't want to cut the triangle there because it is a folded edge, and if I cut it, it would become an unfolded edge, which would stick up funky. Then I'd have to grab my glue out. And so trimming all of the excess like this off, we have our star. Look at the cute little one, earring size. Then to put the hanger on the star, I'll take a needle, the kind that you don't even have to lick the thread to get it through the eye, and put a hole right here, carefully. Then I take my hanger and bring it through, bringing it all the way around so that we have a star like this. All ready to hang on your Christmas tree. That's a 1-inch size. This is a 5/8 inch size. Here's a 2-colored one. And we're getting our Christmas decorations started.